guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Irvin, with another manga chapter review. This is going to be on Jinrou game, the B-side, the 6th chapter, and the last chapter of the first volume. It was an interesting one, a very interesting one, and it did leave us in a climax point, which I want to talk about later. Before I start, I want to say, if you haven't done so, subscribe to my channel. Also, if you haven't seen the first 5 videos that I've done over the review of this series, you can watch them in my channel. Go check them out in my channel. And then lastly, guys, I am finishing the anime first impressions on this fall 2018 season, so you guys can go check it out in my channel as well. Okay, spoiler alert. Also, don't let it catch you off guard. Know that I will talk about the 6th chapter. Okay, so we find ourselves in Nishina-san's room. She's watching the video or the message that's privately for her on the TV, and essentially we get a background story of her part-time job. She's working in a bookstore under an old man that she really was dear to, and he had to close his store down because they kept stealing books and books and books, so much inventory that he lost a lot of money, so he had to close the bookstore down. Anyways, she goes into she's watched the video in her room, and she sees that the guy that is actually stealing was stealing to resell, and the only reason she knows that because he was stealing the same book for the most part over and over again. Like he would steal copies of books, not just one. So and then the second thing is that he is actually part of the game that she is in right now. So she gets this hatred of wanting to vote for him. At the same time, there's a knock at the door, and it's Tada-kun. And Tada-kun goes in and sees the video, and he says, "Oh, you got him. I got someone else." And then we get a background story on Tada-kun. Tada-kun was basically a soccer superstar in his country, or in his school, sorry. And one day, while going back to home after a late practice, someone in a motorcycle hits him, and it basically a hit and run. Hits him, knocks him out, and the bicycle runs away. Tada-kun goes to the doctor, to the hospital, and the doctor tells him, "You won't be able to run properly. You won't be able to play sports because you can lose your leg." He goes into depression, and we see all this background story of Tada-kun. Then we get to the present again, and he's explaining to Nishina-san that the person that was on the video, the proof that was given to him was Inoue-san. Now, Inoue-san, we don't know much about her, but she is also part of the game. So he says, "I don't know if this is actual real proof or fake proof to make us go against each other, everyone in the room, but we need to figure out." And Nishina-san says, "You know what? I'm going to be on your side. So whoever you vote for, I'm going to vote for that person as well when time comes." Now, when this conversation ends, we hear this big shriek, and that's where the 6th chapter, first volume ends. Now, is that the best climax to end in? I mean, it can be, but I don't think it is. I feel like there were better climaxes in the other chapters, chapter 3, chapter 2. 6th chapter didn't have the biggest climax of the volume. Usually you want to end with the biggest climax in the last chapter of the volume. So that's going to obviously affect the rating. Now, who could be shrieking? Well, obviously someone probably saw a video of someone else doing something evil that affected their life, so they probably wanted to attack them. But what happened? Not really sure yet. We'll get to that, I guess, in volume 2. Like I said, it is going to affect the rating. I'm going to lower my rating back to a 7 out of 10 for now. It feels like it's going to get messy in volume 2. And then in volume 3, we're going to get more answers. But for right now, I'm going to play it safe and leave it at 7 out of 10 as my rating right now. So, I just think that's what it deserves right now. So if you guys agree or not, leave it in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for all those who've been watching my videos. And guys, with nothing else to say,